How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode here at Marvel Bros. My name is Battery CEO. This is Sensei Finito. Sensei, we got something big coming tomorrow, right? What are we talking about?
Oh man, this is not a drill. You guys already know. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is releasing tomorrow, mañana. You already know. We have been so excited for this, and we've been waiting for this moment. So we're going to talk about some of our final predictions, and of
Yep.
course, it's going to be an open discussion with the chat. You already know how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't, basically, if you're in the chat, let's just talk about this one.
Yeah.
Let's try to stay spoiler free from anything that
Yep.
100% is like a spoiler because
Yeah.
people wouldn't know it. If you guys don't know, we stay away from like most of the more recent trailers, so we know that those have been pretty spoilery too, talking about a lot of stuff regarding like members of the Illuminati and different things like that. So we don't know any of that. Like we don't know any
Yeah.
of that stuff that's come out through there. So we're just still running with our main predictions and theories that we've had
Yeah.
from the first two trailers that they released, the first
Mhm.
official trailers, no TV spots, basically. I guess that's the best way to put it. No
Yeah.
TV spots, only official trailers. That's usually what we check out and react to around here. So,
Okay.
bro, starting off, what is your first like final prediction for the Multiverse of Madness?
Okay. Well, coming into this,
Mhm.
before we saw the second trailer, so I think we might have seen the first trailer after watching. Was it Shang-Chi it played? Or no? What movie did it play after?
That was Spider-Man No Way Home.
Spider-Man. After watching Spider-Man, and even
That's when
before watching
that was
Spider-Man,
crazy.
we had the impression that uh Doctor Strange would be the one to introduce the Fox characters
Yes.
into the MCU, like how Morbius, or not Morbius,
What?
but
Yeah, I was about to say.
how
What if
Spider-Man introduced a lot of the Sony
Mhm.
characters to the MCU. And somehow, some way, we don't know how that worked out, especially how Morbius, I know that was confusing. If you know, you know,
Mhm.
especially when it came to like Michael Keaton's stuff. Um, but yeah, well, that's what we were told. Sony would focus on bringing them in through, Spider-Man. Doctor Strange would focus on bringing the Fox characters into the
Mhm.
MCU, which I think is going to happen. I mean,
Oh
um,
yeah.
I don't know how quite yet. I don't know how far they're going to go with the mutant thing, but I can't wait to see that. Um, I think we're definitely going to get the Illuminati involved. That's something that we reported very, very early on, like
Yeah.
a year and a half ago, that
Yeah.
was even a possibility of even possibly happening.
Mhm.
Um, with that said, I don't want to get my hopes up because, like, between that year and a year and a half ago into now, we've
Yeah.
heard a lot of rumors as to the different characters that could possibly come into this movie. Um, my hopes aren't that high, but they're not too low either. I feel
Mm.
like there's a lot riding on this movie in that we've both said on multiple occasions this movie is going to define where the next steps within the MCU are going to go. Like
Yeah.
once we watch this movie, I feel like we should have a definite idea in terms of like what could happen next, and the other movies after this movie are going to be kind of like the setup for what the next phase. But this right here is the culmination of what's happened since Black Widow has been released. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't want to call this an Avengers movie, but this is like a mini Avengers movie at this point. Um,
Of sorts, for sure.
yeah,
And it's no surprise that I'm pretty sure either today or yesterday was the 10-year anniversary of the first Avengers movie. So
yeah,
it's like no surprise that this is even in the same,
yeah.
area as that. But just to follow along with what you're saying, but real quick, let's see what's going on in chat. Michael Jimenez said, "Yo, hello
How's it
guys, how are
going?
you both doing today?" On YouTube, there is a lot of scenes. Yeah,
Yeah, mm.
we've been staying away
We've been
from
so
all
careful. I mean,
spoilers. Yeah, I haven't seen anything like I'm just stayed away. Like we knew what the spoilers pertain to, and that was one of the
unfortunately,
biggest reasons why we stayed away from everything because we knew what it was pertaining to, and it was like, no, I don't want to. No. Let's just get out of here. If you're part of the Discord, you know that we went dark. basically like last week around this time, it was like time to go dark on social media. Like that's when we kind of put that out there to let it be known. Hey
Yeah.
guys, be careful. There are spoilers out there right now. So this last week we've kind of tried to tiptoe around everything. Um so yeah, just no spoilers. Just I'm just staying away from everything. What's
Yeah.
up with it, Comic Society? How you doing, yo? Welcome to the chat, bro. I hope you're having a lovely day. I hope everyone's having a lovely day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Michael Jimenez says, I think that they will show a silhouette of Kang. Ooh.
I think Kang showing up's a very big possibility.
I don't
Um,
know. I don't
and if
know.
not, I think we'll hear. I think we'll hear him be mentioned. I don't know if we'll see him, but I think we'll definitely see him get mentioned.
Yeah.
Because again, he's one of those characters that was introduced in Loki, unbeknownst to us. We had no idea he was even going to be introduced in that show.
Yeah.
But now we've been kind of waiting for those moments for him to kind of be seated, because he's
Yeah.
like the way they kind of talked him up in terms of like how much of a big bad he could be was pretty massive in Loki, and I would like to see some of that kind of pay off a little bit, So hopefully maybe the Illuminati or
And
something
but
like mention his name or something.
even pertaining to Loki, though, there was a few things that were said, like on like I think Kevin Feige said something recently, and then Sam Raimi also said something recently, both pertaining to this movie. And I don't think it's spoiler. I don't think it's spoiler, so I think it's actually a good thing. So and if I thought it was spoiler, I wouldn't say it. So I'm gonna say it. So if you think it's spoiler, just let me know. But what Kevin Feige said was that the events of Loki are the reason why Doctor Strange's uh spell didn't work in Spider-Man No Way Home.
Oh, in the sense that like
And that's why in the background when the universe rippled, it looked so similar to where He Who Remains was.
okay,
So
wait. In the
so
sense that
Sylvie killing Kang and making the multiverse break
mhm.
is what caused Doctor Strange's spell to go
So like
so out of
go out
whack.
of whack and made the whole movie for Spider-Man basically.
Yes,
Oh, okay,
exactly.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean,
That makes
that's
sense.
that makes
I'm
sense,
down
and
for
that
that.
doesn't really exactly. And I don't feel like that's spoilery at all. And then Sam Raimi said that this movie, Loki and WandaVision, were all getting made basically at the same time, and writers on his staff were big friends with writers for WandaVision. So they were all kind of talking and communicating at the same time. And that's where there were a lot of reshoots for Doctor Strange
Yeah.
because they were changing things as that things were getting changed in WandaVision and in Loki. So
Mhm.
they were trying to make sure that things are cohesive. So
Yeah.
to me, that just means that one of our biggest gripes that we've been having, like as far as no cohesiveness really going on. It's just a
Yeah.
bunch of Marvel movies and Marvel content everywhere. And then we got to string it all together in the end. It's not like that so much anymore. You know what I mean? Like we're getting more of a more tightened coil of things that are actually going to be happening.
Yeah.
So like those are I think that's amazing. I think all that stuff is good to know. I think we kind of should have had that a little bit more clear
Yeah.
beforehand. And I think knowing that now, well, it will definitely, like for me, I think that's a plus going into the movie. Think like with that understanding of okay, like we got like this is because of this and this is because of this,
Yeah.
So if it is talked about in the movie or if it's not talked about in the movie, we're pretty good either way because Mr. Feige himself has kind of thread the needle, I
Yeah.
guess is the
And
best way to say it.
not only that, another aspect, with the Feige Raimi thing, that at least I'm looking forward to in terms of predictions is Feige has clearly has stated that he wants this movie to be the very first like real horror type
Mm.
movie within the MCU.
Oh yeah.
Um, and I don't know if there are reactions or people like are hating, um, but like it seemed like this movie might piss off a lot of the MCU fanboys.
Oh.
I saw that caption on Twitter. I don't know who said it, but they
Ooh.
said this movie like all the diehard MCU fans might not like this movie.
Interesting.
But in this, but what that encompasses, I'm not sure. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
like what does that even really mean?
Because like, but Raimi obviously he's made Evil Dead and a bunch of other stuff, so he
Mhm.
knows how to make a really cool,
I've
funny,
heard that the
interactive
horror
horror
and
aspect.
all of that aspects of this movie are really good. Like that's
Yeah,
kind of from like all of the stuff that I've heard. Like it's really good. And not only that, but it's multiverse. Like
yeah.
it's multiverse. Like so I am so excited for everything. Let's get through these last couple of comments I see right here, and then I'll give some of my final
Yep.
predictions that
Okay.
I'm really looking forward to. Bedrock says, I'm not gonna get my hopes up for cameos.
Yeah, I
I
think
feel
that's the
that.
safe bet going in.
Mhm.
Is everyone seeing it tomorrow? By the way, or are you guys seeing it like later on?
I I think everyone is seeing it tomorrow.
Because I
As
know for
far as
sure we're seeing
I
it
know,
tomorrow.
I think
Um,
I'm no Bedrock is seeing it tomorrow. I'm pretty sure that Comic Society is seeing it tomorrow. I think Demonic is also seeing it tomorrow, but he's not in the chat right now. And then I think Beskar is also seeing it tomorrow.
yeah,
And I think mostly everyone is seeing it like day it
you have to,
releases.
right? I mean, it's Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
Big day.
that's the strat exactly. Um, Comic Society says, "I heard this is the bloodiest Marvel film." Yeah, apparently it's bodies on bodies on bodies on bodies, which is
Mhm.
crazy. Mike Davis says, "All I'm going to say is don't go into this movie thinking what all the theories are and all the cameos people think are coming." Hmm. Do you think we will see different variants of Kang? I wouldn't be surprised if we saw multiple variants of Kang. Just
Yeah, I feel like it's more likely we'll hear his name. I don't know if we'll see him though. You know what I mean?
mm.
I'm not too sure. I'm just trying to not to get my hopes up. I feel like that's definitely something to, because again, that's something that I've been kind of wanting from ever since Loki came out.
Mhm.
And we haven't got that. So I
Yeah,
maybe this is the start of them kind of weaving in that seed, or they're literally
I
not going to
just
weave him in
really
until Ant
don't.
Man.
Yeah, I just really don't think we're gonna see Kang like that. I would love for us to see Kang, but it just doesn't seem. Uh, it doesn't seem like this is the movie for him yet. As
Yeah,
much as it seems like, yes, this is the movie. What do you mean? It's like, no, not completely, because this is more
this is very Wanda
what
Doctor
we've talked
Strange.
about. That exactly. That's literally what I was about to say. What we've talked about going up to this so far is that this is just as much Wanda Scarlet Witch's movie as it is Doctor Strange's movie. So the biggest thing that I'm looking forward to when it comes to this movie is some type of mutant anything coming forward and getting a better understanding
Yeah,
of like what does that really mean, and how exactly how far are we going to go with that exactly. uh because one of the things I'm really nervous about is that holy it's like we're watching the movie and we see the Illuminati and it's all awesome, and then holy shit, Wanda comes in and murders everyone, and it's like, oh
it's
my
gonna be like
god.
Moon Knight with the
Ex
freaking,
like, yeah, bro, like, and then we're just heartbroken
and
because
we're
it's
not
like,
even gonna see
wow,
it.
and we're not even gonna get like any dialogue really from Professor X or anything like that. It's just murder, like, and that would be amazing because of course, like, okay, Scarlet Witch is awesome and it shows how strong she is,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it would be really heartbreaking to not get any more understanding of what's going on, you know?
Mhm.
I really want to see the Illuminati get fleshed out a little bit in this movie,
Yeah.
and that's why I was so scared about that 2 hour runtime when it first came out.
Mhm.
Samurai says, "What up, Marvel Bros? What is
How's
up,
it
Team
going?
Samurai? Man, you all, I love to see you. Love to see you back. Love to see all you guys back." Mike Davis said, "I saw it already. How in the hell did you do that? How did you do that? What?"
Gotta let us know, my man. We gotta
Like,
know.
if you got a press pass or something, like, yo, hop into Discord. Let us know
How do
how
we
we
get
get
one?
there. Like, how do like how do we get there? Um, Michael Jimenez says, "I will see it later." Okay, yep, yep. Um, Comic Society says, "I'm seeing it tomorrow at 3:30. I'm doing what Sam Raimi said, IMAX 3D." Oh, Sam Raimi said to see it in IMAX 3D. I didn't realize that.
What?
Hmm.
Wow.
I'm gonna see that. I'm
Okay.
gonna see it in Screen X. I'm pretty excited about it. It's about to be
Wait, so you
crazy.
guys are seeing it in Screen X tomorrow?
Screen X tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, Screen X tomorrow. Yeah. This is gonna be insane. Team Samurai said I'm seeing it Friday. Oh,
Okay.
everyone's seeing it this week at least. Bedrock says I know pretty much nothing going into this film. Haven't looked up any theories or anything. Yeah, just probably just what you've heard being here in the chat, right?
Mhm.
Mary Sue, what's up with it? Welcome to the chat, Mary Sue. I have the 90s X-Men theme ready to play on my phone in case I see mutants. Oh yeah.
I wouldn't doubt if that theme plays at some point in the movie, just, through
Yo,
someone's
I'm
phone.
telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, give it to us that Professor X that we see is the 90s X-Men Professor X, and then this goes directly into the 90s X-Men show
Yeah.
that we're supposed to be getting anyway.
Yep.
Like that would be just beautiful, bro. Beautiful. We already know that they're trying to give Spider-Man his own animated show that is directly also connected to the MCU. So it's not far-fetched to think that Professor X would
Yeah.
have one. You know what I mean? And this is how they introduce. I mean, we like look at What If and what that did, and we are 100% certain we're going to see a lot of What If
Yeah.
stuff in this movie. So, uh, final predictions coming from me, real quick. Okay, my final predictions, right, is that I really want to see what's going on with Wanda more than
Mhm.
anything. Like because with WandaVision, what everything that put in place, right? We know that her kids were crying out to her at the end of that, right?
Yep.
And then from the one of the trailers that we saw with that big ass demonic monster dude behind her, right? So it was like, okay, whoa, what does this mean? Okay, so what I'm thinking, I don't know if that's gonna be Cathan, and I don't know how they're gonna use Cathan if he does get put in here. But I'm thinking, like I've been saying, someone was talking to Wanda the
Mhm.
same way that someone has been talking to Shang-Chi's dad. And in that way of trying to get them to release all these different demonic things into the universe. Like, just look at how many people have been being seduced by different deities and beings and stuff in the MCU in this phase that we're in right now.
Mhm.
If you look at, because I mean, we don't know fully if what was going on with Agatha was all of her doing 100%, 1000%, because we still don't know where she got the dark hold from, et
Yeah.
cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we might have it to where there's this the person that's calling out to Scarlet Witch, Wanda, right, is somehow connected to the person that was calling out to Shang-Chi's dad in that movie, because there's
Yep.
whole movie someone's calling out to him. He heard his wife's voice the same exact way Wanda heard her kid's voice, like literally almost sounded the same when you listen to it and everything, right? And then in this Moon Knight, we've seen that my man Harrow definitely was like possessed by Amit or whatever was going on there, but that's still not the same as what they got going on, though. You know what I mean? So for me, I just really want to see what that where that goes. I mean, since Infinity War, I've been saying like Scarlet Witch is going to do no more mutants, but it's going to be reversed, and she's going to bring mutants into the MCU. So I
Yeah.
would love for that to be how this movie ends, or something like that. Like it's just like more mutants, and then like oh okay. So instead of no more mutants, it's no comma more mutants. Like there was too many mutants. Maybe that's what Professor X says, or someone in the Illuminati says that there was too many mutants, and she's like, no, we need more mutants. And then boom, same thing that she did in WandaVision on a small scale, she actually does on
Yeah.
a huge scale, and it goes and changes kind of everything somehow, some way. Uh, I would love that. I would love that, like just incredibly much. So, we've been talking about this, man. Scarlet Witch is about to be. If she's not a villain, I would be surprised if she's not a villain for the MCU coming up. You know what I
We
mean?
called it too in WandaVision. I think
We've
episode 2
called
or 3,
it.
I was like, "Yo, what if she's really the villain?" And after that, everyone on Twitter, I was like, "You know what? Wanda seems to be the villain in this particular case." And it's gonna
But
be
they,
interesting to see what happens because she has potentially her own movie and several other movie cameos set
Mhm.
up.
Yeah.
So
But the
She's
way that they
definitely
set
not
it
gonna
up in
die, right? I mean,
WandaVision,
I don't
the
know.
way they set it up in WandaVision though was that she wasn't even the villain because she didn't know that that was what she was like, the ability of her powers. You know, she finessed herself damn near, and that's what I mean when I say someone is talking to her. You know, like someone's finessing the situation as well,
Yeah,
right alongside with her also being powerful. So if what she's doing is releasing that big demon deity that we saw in the trailer that
yeah.
looks like Cathan, mind you, he looks like the demon version, not the humanoid version.
Okay, okay.
Like if you know what I mean by that, you know what I mean. He's not, because the Cathan that they usually show us is like a human form, but there's another version of that where he's like a demon basically, and that's what it looks. He looks like what we saw. You know what I mean from that. So I don't even know, man. I don't know, but that's mainly what I'm thinking we're gonna be getting right there.
Yeah.
Wanda going crazy, murdering people. We've kind of said this a couple times. We're nervous about it, but like I'm pretty sure if we don't see Wong die, we're going to see a variant of Wong die, and he's going to be murdered by
Yeah,
the
I
Scarlet
feel
Witch.
I feel like
I think Wanda's gonna murder herself, also, like a
I think we're at a
variant of
point in
herself.
the MCU where
And that's not good for
we
the
should
brand.
be able to see people be taken out. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Only because, obviously, like, we have the survivors event, like the Infinity Saga.
Mhm.
Now we're in a new era, and I think it's time to set the stakes and the real danger that's really kind of
Mhm.
moving in here within this movie. And I think it'd be perfect to lose someone like Wong or
Mhm.
anyone like somewhere close to that. I don't know who else that it could be.
Like Mordo's not gonna hit the same. Like seeing Mordo
That's what
die
I was saying. I was like,
wouldn't
seeing
hit
Mortal
the
2
same.
will hit the same. Uh,
Unless they make us care about him in this movie before they kill him out somehow or some way like
yeah,
that. But that's one thing that I'm really nervous about is I
is the
don't want,
time.
like, the only reason they can, like, I don't want them to side character us from an anime. You know where they just introduce a side character and then the next episode is all about establishing that character and you're like, oh bro, nah, he's about to die. And then you see he's fighting the big bad, and then you're like, oh no, it's over. They're dead.
Yeah,
I just don't want that to be the Illuminati. Or any of the characters that we're introduced to. I don't mind if some of them die. You know what I mean? Because like we said,
yeah,
we want those stakes to be raised. And like we saw with Moon Knight, the stakes are raised when you see people dying left and right, 100%.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm just really excited. I'm really excited. Let's see. Uh, Mike Davis says Kansas City had a premiere and a buddy
Oh, okay.
invited me the other night. What?
Damn.
That's
Yeah, I'm pretty
awesome.
sure
Congrats, bro.
the close premiere for us is in LA, and that's like 4+ hours away.
Yeah. And
Uh,
we have to plan for that. That's the I
yeah,
have children and he has school. It's just, yeah,
yeah.
we would have
And
to
then we'd have to get
definitely know.
invited.
And then we got to know somebody to that knows somebody that knows somebody.
Yeah. So
Um and then Andrew says, Andrew, what's up with it, man? How you doing?
how's it going, Andrew?
Seeing Patrick Stewart in the yellow chair from the 90s animated
I just
series
realized what you
will be
said.
odd, but awesome. I think that would be amazing. And that, I don't know if you guys remember, but that was like one of my theories that I had a little while back on one of our episodes when we were talking. Like, wouldn't it be amazing to see my man? And that's why he doesn't have a chair up there, is because he's floating up. He's
Mhm.
just floating up to his point among the seats of the Illuminati, bro.
Yeah.
That would just be crazy. I don't even know what to do. Bro,
Okay.
I might cry in this movie.
Real quick, because I think we all know for a fact that Illuminati is in this movie.
Yes.
Who I don't even know how many there are, but like if you were to guess, who do you have on there? Because we don't. I think we have an idea, but we don't know everyone because we just haven't been paying attention that hard.
That's facts.
But like,
Okay.
what do you feel like the setup team right now is looking?
Okay, so check me out.
And how do you
I'm
guys feel in the
pretty
comments, by the way?
sure I'm pretty sure there are 6 members of the Illuminati, because I'm like at least 100% sure of this. They each get an Infinity Stone after they take it apart or whatever happens. They each get an Infinity
Really?
Stone to protect, right? and then they put the Infinity Gauntlets together, all of the stones together, and then that's when they start destroying planets to save their universe from all the stuff that's going to happen because of the incursion or whatever is going to happen with all the planets lining up and blah, 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 right? So I'm thinking if we don't see exactly from the comics, because from the comics it's Namor, Black Panther, Iron Man, Reed Richards, Professor X, and Black Bolt, if I'm not mistaken. Is it Black Bolt? I think
I
it's
think
Black
so.
Bolt. I
Yeah.
think it's Black Bolt. Yeah, right. So if we don't get those 6, which I'm pretty sure we wouldn't, because I know Beast also does take the place of Professor X when Professor X dies or something like that. But Beast takes the place later on. But I'm pretty sure we'll see. We got Professor X already. We know that for sure, so we can pick off the list. Freaking homegirl from What If,
Captain Carter.
Captain Carter, right? Oh, give me that all day. She goes into the portal. Who knows how she gets there? She fights that giant monster at the end when all this stuff happens, and she knows about the Watcher. So who knows? So I don't think the Watcher will be on that list though, just because it doesn't make too much sense for him to be a
Yeah.
member of the Illuminati. Because if
Yeah. He
that's what it
wanted
was,
nothing to do with What
he
If.
wanted nothing to do with what was going on in What If.
He just
And
happened to get dragged in, and even then, he didn't do shit.
exactly.
He was like, "I'm gonna let you guys die. It's fine. I'll just
Yeah,
still be here chilling."
yeah.
Hopefully, he doesn't find me.
And then I don't think we're gonna see like a variant of Doctor Strange be on there either. I just don't think that would I don't think we're gonna see anything like that. Uh, I think we're gonna see maybe Namor, because we know they want to introduce Namor like already,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't mind them like doing that with this movie, at least giving us a certain type of Namor or something like that, a variant of Namor, so to speak. Uh, Black Panther, because Black Panther is Black Panther,
Yep.
and you gotta have that soul in the Illuminati. That's what kind of each part takes part of as well. And then we have
Yep.
Superior Iron Man from Tom Hanks or whatever, not Tom Hanks.
Tom Cruise.
Is it Tom Cruise? Yeah, my bad. Tom Hanks.
I was like,
My
"What?"
bad.
Bruh.
Yo, and then I think this one, the little pinky, is gonna probably be bro that brings him there. What was his name?
Mordo?
Mordo. Mordo, or it's Black Bolt. But I don't think it's gonna be
Okay.
Black Bolt. What do
Okay.
you think?
I'm thinking.
Oh, Mr. Fantastic, possibly, but I don't know
Okay.
about that.
Okay.
I
So
don't
you said
know.
there's
I don't
6?
know about that. Yeah, there's 6.
Okay.
But remember we were talking about how there were 6 chairs, and then there was another chair in the middle, so there might possibly be 7,
Yeah.
including Professor X. But let's just talk 6.
Okay. I think we're gonna see a version of Doctor Strange.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Superior Iron Man, Tom Cruise. Uh, Black Panther,
Uh huh.
Captain Carter,
Okay.
Black Bolt, and shoot, did I miss one? What was the other one? Oh, there was another person I was thinking. Uh, I'm not too sure about the 6th one. Uh,
The 6th one is always, it's like up in the air, like for
but I
me.
do believe Mordo works for them. I don't think he's a part
Yeah.
of them, but I
Same.
do think he works for them in that he helps round up people that they need to see or talk to.
He's like a TVA agent type of
Yeah,
person.
he's
You know what I
basically a
mean?
TVA
Yeah.
agent for them, I feel like.
Mhm.
Uh, I don't
Speaking
know.
of TVA, do you think we'll see any form of that in the show, and that be the only relic of Kang that we see? Because I don't think I would mind that, to be completely honest. But what do you think?
I don't know. I mean, it would be cool to see something with the TVA, especially. I'm sure we will if, like, at some point when they're going in between,
Mm-hmm.
multiverses or whatever, flying through, the intergalactic space, however you want to call it. Maybe we'll see like a poster, we'll see like a suit, or we'll see something that kind of resembles goes back to them. But
Whoa.
I don't
Okay,
know.
I just blew my own mind right now. Okay, I just blew my entire own mind. And tell me how this would be and how you would feel about it. Right? We know that Kang at the end of Loki resets kind of everything, and that he's now known about because he has that ginormous statue in the TVA place. Right?
Yep.
So what if the Illuminati is some type of TVA thing, to where the Kang actually created that? like the team of everyone. And
Mhm.
we do see like an alternate Kang there in some type of way.
Be intense. So you're saying
Or they're
Kang is the one that invented the Illuminati in order to
in order to stop
stop
him.
himself if like
Yes,
one of
in
them
order to
ever.
stop himself, or he's using them to do his dirty deeds type of thing and take out the
Oh,
people that are in the way of him,
okay,
right?
okay. I'll be down for that. I'm game.
Right?
I'm game for that.
Or they're in direct they're against him, like TVA versus Illuminati type of thing. I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind that either. But I think like plot twist, oh snap. No spoilers. no no spoilers. Let's see. Okay, let's jump out. Oh, Beskar Batman in the chat. What's up with it, my guy? How are you doing,
How's it
man?
going?
I know y'all see the dope badge next to his name, my man Beskar Batman in the chat. I know you see it. I know you see it. And what that actually represents, real quick, is let me tell you guys. Channel memberships are now active on the channel, and by becoming a member of our YouTube channel, not only are you helping support what we do here at Marvel Bros, but you also get a bunch of awesome perks to represent the super fam in our live chat. So you'll have members only badges, channel emojis, and other special perks. So if you guys want to support us, that is an amazing way to do it. So my man Beskar says, I'm hyped to see an MCM horror movie. And the question is, who is Bruce Campbell gonna play? Let's go.
You
I
know,
don't
he
even
was
know who that is. I'm
Sam.
not gonna lie.
He's Ash from I think his name is Ash from Evil Dead.
He's in this movie. I love him. He's
Apparently,
also
he
in
was supposed to play Doctor Strange for the Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like when they mentioned Spider-Man in in that trilogy,
Yeah,
Bruce Campbell was the person that he had in mind to play Doctor Strange during that time,
that's crazy.
which I think he revealed a couple days ago. Um, but
Hmm.
I don't know though. It'd be funny if we do see him as a variant of Doctor Strange, but like I feel like honestly, I kind of feel like he's gonna be like Ash from Evil Dead, like the demon killer type of character who just happens to, like it'd be
Mm.
kind of a weird cameo, but like I feel like I don't even know if they're allowed to do that, but I feel like that'd be something that
What if he's like an
Sam
old
Raimi would do.
ass like Black Bolt or something like that? You know what I
No,
mean? Well, he's like one of the members of the Illuminati, but just the old version. Like he's an old Reed Richards or something crazy like that. That would
yeah,
be wild. Like, oh no, that would be weird. Like he's the original Reed Richards from the original movies, but just older now. Like that would be weird. But like I don't know why he would suddenly turn into Bruce Campbell, but that would be wild. Michael says, "Do you think Wanda will have redemption in the future? She is still grieving."
I'm sure in the future, yeah, but definitely not in this one. I feel like I don't know.
I think
I
she's gonna have
I
redemption only because she does somewhat in the comics, somewhat
yeah,
because in the end, her brother is the one that's manipulating everything that causes all the stuff, and
mhm,
that's when my man Magneto kills him, because he realizes that he's been basically like twisting Wanda's mind and
yeah,
making her do all of this stuff from the jump. So I wouldn't mind if we see something like that happen.
okay, okay,
But Comic Society thinks that the Illuminati is going to be Captain Marvel, Captain Carter, Mordo, Master Mordo, Mr. Fantastic, Black Bolt, and Professor X. So those are pretty good guesses. I'm not
yeah,
going to lie. I would like to see that. I never thought about Captain Marvel being on there, and I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that at all. Give me Blue Marvel though, and all just everywhere. Just
mhm.
whoa. You're gonna have to. I'm gonna. Yeah. Let's not talk about that. Professor X, Beskar Batman's Illuminati guesses are Professor X, Captain Cardle, Captain Cardle. What's going on with my words? Captain Carter, Captain Marvel, Black Bolt, Mister Fantastic, and Mordo. That's yeah, yo. I'm telling you that if we see Black Bolt, that just confirms Inhumans, and then that will make
Yeah,
everything that we see with Miss Marvel a completely different vibe. Like, to be completely honest, it would be like, whoa. So is she an Inhuman, and that's why she can control the stuff, or like
yeah.
what's going on here? Um, Not to mention, we got all the stuff going on with the magic stuff. Do you think we'll see Shang-Chi in this movie? I never even thought about that. Do you think we're going to see this? Because the last time we saw him, he was with Doctor Strange. He was with Wong, and we see Wong is like there. So
I don't think we will, but if we do see him, it's only a small cameo.
yes, I agree.
Like him leaving, like meeting with Wong or something like that, and then like
Mm,
that's it. Uh, but other than that, I don't know. I don't know. Other than the people that we just mentioned,
mm-hmm.
and Wanda. Uh, I don't know if we're gonna see any other like Avenger level characters from the other movies in this movie.
Mm.
And I think that's where a lot of people are going to get their hopes up, is thinking that we're going to see all these other characters
Do you
pop
think we'll
up.
see their multiversal counterparts of them possibly? Or no, not even that?
I don't even think that. I think if anything,
Okay.
we're going to see versions of Doctor Strange, multiples of him for sure. We're going to see what versions of Wanda for sure, uh,
And
and
then like the Illuminati.
the Illuminati stuff like that. But other than
And
that,
that's
I don't think we're going to see
I don't think
anyone.
that's I don't think that's bad either. Like I don't
Like
think
I'm
that's
not
bad.
opposed to that, you know what I mean? But like, and obviously I want to see more than that. But like,
Yeah.
to be on the safe side, that's kind of where I'm at mentally. Is like I'm not getting my hopes up.
Mm, yeah. Comic Society says Tom Cruise is
Okay.
not in the movie confirmed.
Okay.
Stop crushing my heart like this. Andrew says, I hope since Sam Raimi is back doing comic book movies, he reunites with Tobey Maguire to do Spider-Man again. That's if even Tobey Maguire wants to do that again. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
There's
Like,
a lot of talk about it on Twitter
mhm.
past couple weeks.
Mike Davis, come on, man. He said Tom Cruise is not in the movie. Okay, bro. Y'all just want to see me cry on stream. That's what it is.
I don't mind him
Um,
being there, but I still think Iron Man is going to be there. Just not him.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Everybody's just making me sad. No, I'm
But
just
again,
playing.
there's a lot of stuff that I think, and we might not even see the Illumin. Like what if we just see silhouettes or pieces of like their arms and that's it? I wouldn't even actually get to see. You know what I mean? Or like a silhouette. Like that's probably all we're getting.
We just see the back of Professor X's head talking the whole time, and then all of the
We'll just see
seats
the back of a
right
bald
there.
head. Like, and
Yeah,
that's
and
it.
then the seat, and then just the back of the seats because the seats were definitely really tall, so you wouldn't be
Yeah,
able to see who's sitting
and we'll
there,
hear
and then
voices,
we'll hear just
and that's
voices
it.
talking, and then just have to be like, "Oh my gosh, was that so and so?"
And we'll only see Captain Carter. She's the only one out of all of them that we'll actually see get to do stuff because she was
Yeah.
a what if.
Beskar says, I'm pretty sure the Kang gang are behind the madness that is the multiverse now because he needs to get some chess pieces off the board to become the conqueror. Unless those are his chess pieces and he put them on the board.
hmm
Because that would be awesome. But that kind of goes into something that I was like saying, this what if, like, you know what I mean? I was saying, what if we see Wanda kind of being like the herald of Kang in a type of way, like his like right hand man, and she doesn't even know that that's what she's doing.
Yeah,
She's actually going through taking out all these people, and it's really Kang the Conqueror that's like, hey, yo, handle my lightweight, you know what I mean? So he can get these pieces off the board to become the
yeah,
conqueror. But I mean, at the same time, we know from Moon Knight that Emperor Ramatat, which is King the Conqueror's emperor person, right? Uh Boom. There we go. Yeah, we get that in there, and that's how that's all going down.
hmm
um Comic Society says, imagine if we got a old man Thanos in the future, like in the comics.
I wouldn't doubt one day if that happens.
I,
Obviously, I
I
think
don't.
that's years from now, but
Mhm.
uh, that'd be pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Um, Comic Society also says, I want Doctor Strange 3 to be a team up with Clea against Nightmare. That would be epic. Yeah, for real.
And then like there were rumors Nightmare would show up in this movie too, and we reported that Nightmare and a couple
Hmm.
other people we reported were going to be in here. Uh,
But I feel like that's definitely
I don't.
evolved over time.
Yeah, it's because that was very early on. That was like before
Mhm.
we even knew WandaVision was even happening. We
Mhm.
reported that. So
No, that's facts. Like that was like early post Endgame, like early post. It might have even been in between
mhm.
like Infinity War and Endgame or something. Um, one thing that I will say is, do you remember those announcements that we had way back when we were like first in the process of going from Infinity War to Endgame, and it was talking about Doctor Strange talking to a big ass like 10-foot CGI character he was supposed to be talking to? Do you remember when we reported that?
I
And it
don't
was
remember that.
like, and we were like, "Whoa, who is he talking to? Is he talking to a celestial?" Because they had him like supposedly talk like how he was doing with Dormammu type of thing. He was like
Yeah.
talking to someone and like really arguing with somebody.
I have a
Um,
vague memory of it, but I don't remember.
I'm just thinking
Could have been
maybe
Kang
we see one of those type
or a
of
Celestial.
cameos, or
Yeah.
yeah, like I couldn't imagine if we saw like a celestial, like if we saw Harisham again or something like that in this movie. I wouldn't mind that at
Yeah.
all, to be completely honest. Like, give me that actually. I feel like they're not going to give us anything like that, and it kind of makes me sad, of course.
Yeah.
But I just feel like we need to see some type of in this movie. You know what I mean? Like we need something to connect us back to everything. And I think it's going to be Wanda going crazy and murdering everyone, because it's like, oh my gosh, we got to see the descent and turn the dark side of like
Yeah.
Wanda in the course of these movies, which is awesome. And I would love that.
Hmm.
Uh my man said Reed Richards is the smartest man in the room. Decided to hug Wanda. Clown.
Dies immediately. And that's
Crushed.
how all the Illuminati start getting ticked off immediately after they're introduced. Do you think we'll see the Fantastic Four? I want to believe we will be, but I feel like the fact that we haven't even seen a reference or anything like that,
Here's my thing,
it makes me
okay?
believe we're not going to see them for a while.
Here's my thing that kind of messed me up, that I'm a little bit messed up with when it comes to Reed Richard and the Fantastic Four and the Council of Reeds and all of that type of stuff. We've been shown one that certain variants don't have to look the exact same. You know what I mean? Like there was like a black Loki, there was an alligator Loki, there was a kid Loki, there was a whole Sylvie. Just like, I mean, there was a whole stream of variants of Lokis. They didn't
Yeah.
all look like him. So I would not be against seeing Professor Reed in this movie in any kind of shape or form. I wouldn't even mind it being the trash Fox X-Men movie, the second one. Seeing
Yeah.
that Reed Richards and then seeing him die, I would be like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? Like that would be pretty awesome. Like I'm not gonna lie, that
We're
would
gonna
be
see
pretty dope.
Miles Teller.
Yeah, like it just see
Yo.
him and then just see him get murdered for, and then the the uh the Reed Richards that we didn't get later is a different one, or whatever the
Yeah.
case may be. And I think that would be okay. But as far as actually getting any of the Fantastic Four before their movie, we talked about getting damn, what was I just talking? What was I just saying? I lost everything just now. Oh, we talked about how we would like to get the Fantastic Four introduced to us separately and then kind of see them come together
Yeah.
later on. And I wouldn't mind if the first place we see anyone is in a freaking multiverse movie and it's Reed Richards, the smartest man in like the smartest person like basically ever. And he's the dude that has created the Illuminati. He's the one that's behind a lot of the stuff that's going on there. Like maybe he's the reason why the Ultron tech is like didn't go dark or didn't turn evil or whatever the case may be. I would love to see anything like that, bro. Love it.
Yeah.
Just love
Okay. Okay.
it. Uh 99 says I think a villain like Nightmare would need to be even more graphic than
Yeah.
this movie. So much so that it's an R-rated movie. They were pushing the graphic too much already on this one. Would be cool. Have you seen the movie too? No spoilers if you have, please.
I
Please,
feel like
Jesus.
this one is gonna be another movie that is pushing the boundary, like how Moon Knight pushed the
Mhm.
boundary. I feel like it's gonna do even more
Oh
than
yeah.
what Moon Knight did. Uh, and again, like I said before, and how we've been kind of seeing on Twitter, or how I've been kind of seeing on Twitter, how like people have been saying, "Yo, some MCU fans are going to be fans of this movie,"
Yeah.
which is weird for me to think about, but uh, that might be related to that might be one of the reasons.
Yeah.
Uh, which in that case, I don't know, like because I want to see more violent stuff from the MCU. I really do. I want to see a lot darker, grittier stories told. I want to feel the loss. I want to feel the heroism. I want to feel the stakes more than I have in any of the movies that we've had before. And I
Oh
think
yeah.
when you have that harsher rating, you could do that a lot better. Uh, and it's weird, but I feel like it's the real thing. I think.
No, I agree completely. Right, so you said Loki is a shapeshifter, though. Yeah, that's true, but that's not why Sylvie was Sylvie, though. You know what I mean? Sylvie wasn't Sylvie because he was a shapeshifter. It was because she was a variant. So I just think that would be the same thing that would happen for everything else. Uh, the Comic Society. To be honest, I like Civil War more than the Avengers movie. I guess, yeah, but that's
I
one
think
of
they're
those.
kind of their own movies, though, right? I mean,
Yeah, that's one of those things where you don't get one without the other. Like you don't get the impact of Civil War and what all of that stuff means without the Avengers movie and without the first Captain America movie and without you know what I mean? So
yeah.
that's one of the reasons why it's hard to look at these movies without
With that said,
uh
though,
anything.
Captain America: Civil War was one of my least favorite Captain America movies.
What? Whoa, that's intense. I did not know that.
Uh
I know you love Winter Soldier. That
Winter
movie is
Soldier,
amazing.
the
But I
best
mean,
hands
like,
down
bro,
overall
what's
and
like
all
Civil
of them all.
War is like the amalgamation of what happens with Civil War,
It
like, and
was
what goes on with Bucky and like the pain and the fuck
it was good. Don't get me
the
wrong, it was good.
treachery that
It just felt
Captain America
underwhelming.
had. Underwhelming,
It was a little
bro.
underwhelming, bro.
What? Oh man,
Y
I didn't know you felt this way. We've never talked about this.
I
We're
I
definitely,
'cause I don't
we're
think we
definitely.
watched that movie together. That was one of the ones
No,
that was
that movie was
before.
way yeah, that movie
Yeah.
was like like maybe like right before Marvel Bros. Or it was at least like 2 years or something like that. Like, but yeah, bro, we're definitely gonna have to we're gonna have to do like a Marvel Bros rating list thing, like where we put the stuff in tiers and we have like the whole discussion and just about everything where it goes. I think that would be solid, solid video, solid live. Um 99 says Krasinski, or however you spell it, was such a great pick for Mr. Fantastic, though. They could have got the Fox actor. Now they probably not going to get Krasinski.
Well,
Hey, no, yeah, for
yeah,
real. Like,
on that note, I mean, with, the director leaving, the project,
yes, John Watts
John
leaving.
Watts with John Watts leaving, apparently the rumor
Mhm.
is he's supposed to possibly come in and direct.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about on our last
Yeah.
pop culture news updates.
Yep.
I believe was that he was going to come in and direct Fantastic Four, and I think that would be a solid thing that would happen. I wouldn't mind it at all, but like I wouldn't mind him just directing it is what I'm saying, but I would
Mhm.
really like him to be in it because ever since he's been fan cast as Reed Richards, like there's no one else that really
And I
embodies
think he
that
knows
like
it
he
too. He
does.
has to know
Oh
it.
yeah.
Like just from like the type of person that we've seen that we kind of see him project himself as, you know,
Hmm.
at least in the public, it seems like he already knows. You know what? The people want me to see this. The people want me to be this character.
Yeah.
I saw this fan art here, and it felt like I was already him. You know,
Exactly.
why not make this happen? I feel like that's a genuine conversation he's had with himself.
Bro, could you imagine like if we see like if this is really our introduction to Reed Richards and then like when we get the Fantastic Four movie, it's like the same Reed Richards that we got from the Doctor Strange movie, and it's him got kind of like and like because in the comics he has the Council of Reeds, right? But I'm thinking
Yep.
that they're taking the Council of Reeds and they're giving that to Kang, so it's going to be like the Council of Kang type of thing. Okay, so
Hmm.
stay with me, stay with me. So now instead of having the Council of Reeds be for Reed Richards, it's the Illuminati that is for Reed Richards, and that's where he's always escaping to. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So instead of it being something that Iron Man creates and whatnot, and it's actually Reed Richards or a variant of Reed Richards that's done all this stuff. And maybe in his universe, him and Iron Man worked on the Ultron technology together, and that's why we see the Ultron technology like not being evil
Yeah.
in this movie is because Reed Richards' genius was a part of
Okay,
creating it. You know
bro.
what I mean?
How? Okay, I know you're gonna scream, maybe even cry if this is a fact, but what if Ultron is a member of the Illuminati?
Oh my god, I would.
And
Oh
that's
my
why
god,
that's why
bro,
they can use it, bro.
bro, don't even
He's my
play with me
okay.
like
He's my
that,
sixth
bro.
yes. He's
Like,
my
don't
sixth
even play
yes.
with me like
Ultron,
that.
my man.
Would
Ultron. I'm calling it right now.
I would literally lose my freaking like mind. It would melt in my brain and I would just be mush afterwards. Like I've been waiting for Ultron to be reintroduced, and What If did him justice. I'm not gonna lie. They did my
Mhm.
man justice. But like, bro, if they put him on the council of the Illuminati, which would make a lot of sense, like maybe he takes Iron Man's spot as being on that council. So it's, I would love that. I would love
Mhm.
that too. Like, don't get me wrong, all of that would be amazing. So I don't even, bro, I just don't even play with me like that. That's all I can really say because that would
Don't
be
get my hopes up. Don't
amazing,
get my
bro.
emotions
Yeah,
all riled up.
exactly. Because I would be so juiced for that, bro.
Yo.
It would just make it. That would be amazing, bro. No cap. I would lose my mind if that's what would happen.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Um, but yeah, man, I think that's really all I got. I'm not gonna lie because when it comes to this movie, I know we know so much and we know so little at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's like the it's really what is this movie even gonna impact the future of anything, or is this just
Yep.
the start of what's going on when it comes to
Yeah.
the multiverse? Is this just like our introduction to the quantum realm type, like just for example? Or is it something that's gonna get like even deeper and it's gonna have like the end credit scene changes everything,
Yeah.
like so on and so forth and so on and so forth. Like I don't know, man. I don't know.
Okay. Here's my question to you because we haven't done this before. I mean, we have, I
Mhm.
think, one other time, but like, what is your pre-movie rating for this? Like, not just from the assumptions that we have. What could you rate this? What could you feel like you'd rate this movie at the Marvel Rose scale?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think I could give this a 5 out of 5. Like
Yeah.
just to be completely
What is
honest.
okay? What are your reasons?
Okay, I'm gonna. This is what I'm gonna say for my reasons, bro. Okay, one, we got the most gruesome Marvel movie in history of Marvel movies, right? So that
Yep.
also means it's going to be the most realistic movie of Marvel movies as well, because with gruesomeness comes realism. If Wanda throws someone against a wall, you would expect for the like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like you would expect for it to be kind of crazy. So we're gonna get that kind of level of realism to it. Also, this movie is one of the only movies that has been built up specifically from a Disney Plus show. So WandaVision is literally like our prequel comic to Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. So just that alone, and also knowing what Sam Raimi said about them all filming simultaneously and Sam Raimi changing things in the movie while other things were getting shot in WandaVision, just to make sure that everything was changed and words were said right and so on and so forth. I think all of that, and as we know, Sam Raimi is really great with what he does as well. So I feel like we have everything that we need for this to be amazing. Like just hands down, that's just what
Yeah.
it is. Like, and I feel like Doctor Strange, the first Doctor Strange movie, is literally top 5 for me. One of the best Marvel movies that we have, like literally. like for me at least. So
Yeah.
I have no doubt whatsoever that this is going to do the same thing, if not even put it up a little bit more, because that movie is really what really introduced us to the multiverse, if we want to be honest, because that's where we got all of what the ancient one was telling us about,
Yeah.
so when it comes to everything there. So that's just how I'm feeling, bro. Just to be
Okay.
completely honest, 5 out of 5. Do not think this is gonna let us down at all, because the hype, I'm hyped, but I'm not letting the hype overhype me,
Yeah.
because I'm hyped, but like, one thing about us is we can usually still take things for face value, even though we are super excited.
Okay. So for me,
Mm-hmm.
I, I don't know if I can give it a 5.
No, I understand.
I think at least for going into this, knowing with what I know, I think a 4. I'm
Just
being
a solid 4.
I'm being super conservative right now. I'm just like I think a solid 4
Mm-hmm.
is a safe bet. Because I feel like we're gonna have the characters that we want to see, right?
Yeah.
With the Illuminati, I think it's gonna be awesome. But I think it's gonna take a couple points because, again, I think we might have our hopes up a little too high, and we're not gonna see some of the characters that we're talking
Mm.
about. Um, I think the music is gonna be incredible.
I'm okay
Uh,
with that if it's done well. Just a
yeah,
real
I agree.
quick note on that.
I
Like,
agree. If they
if
if
we
they
don't
if
get
they do it
half of the
well,
cameos that we've been talking about, I'll be okay with it if it's still done really well.
yeah, because if it feels weak, and like or it feels like
Yeah,
it's not
lacking.
it's lacking, then that might be the issue. But uh, I'm 100% there for the horror. I'm actually really excited to see how they kind of utilize that, and kind of push the boundary of that R rating,
Oh
or
yeah,
PG, yeah, the R rating with this one.
yeah,
Um, I'm sad they didn't do R rating from the get go, but I
yeah,
understand why they did that. Uh,
yeah. They're like,
or
yo, we're gonna
or they
get
at least
as
did two
close.
versions.
They're gonna try to get as close to R as they can with this.
Yeah.
Uh, um,
Uh,
but with the sound effects and the music are no doubt going to be freaking
yeah. I
crazy
feel
with
like
this.
they have to be with the scale of stuff that we're going to kind of seeing. Um, Another thing that I think this movie is going to have that a lot of the other
Wanda's
movies haven't
magic.
been able to have is the emotional connection, the emotional appeal. They're going to utilize that
Mm,
ethos very, very well, to draw us in to characters that we probably haven't seen for a long time or
yeah,
just met. And unfortunately, they're going to meet their demise, I feel like, or we're actually going to be emotionally invested with a lot of the characters in this movie.
yeah.
Um, some of which we already know, some of which, we're not too sure about. But that's kind of why I'm thinking this might be a 4.
Yeah.
That just going in before I watch the movie, I'm thinking it's gonna be a 4.
I feel you, bro, and I feel like that's a really like I just know 100% that no matter what they give us, I am going to be literally shitting bricks in that theater.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm safe to say like like I this is going to be a 5 like all the way across the board,
Mhm.
just because Illuminati, bro. Like
To be
no
clear,
like
we have not watched the movie yet. This is just our
yeah, I see you
assumption
guys.
guess.
Yeah, yeah. I see you guys going in over there like, wait, what's happening? They're giving ratings. Have they seen it? What's happening right now? No,
Yeah.
we're not of the privileged few like Mike and my boy 991 who have somehow seen this movie already. We are super jelly. Please invite us next time. We'll fly out. um Ooh, Mary Sue says, has anyone guessed Toby Maguire in the Illuminati yet? I think that would be freaking insane.
Well, I mean, we know he's supposed to come back for other projects, right? I mean,
Yeah,
or at
I'm
least
pretty
that's what's
sure.
been said.
Hmm.
Um, I don't
I
know
feel
if
like it
it's
was like 2 more things or something. Why do I feel like that? Am I tripping? Didn't was there something about him being in 2 more projects? Or is that just no, I don't know. Um, let's see.
I just
Demonic says,
read.
you guys watched it? No, we haven't watched it. Mike Davis said the score is good. So good. Ooh, I believe it, man. Bedrock said, where are you guys seeing this 2 days early? Yo, facts. Um, Comic Society, if I made Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, my Illuminati would be The Rock as Namor, Bruce Campbell as Raimi's Doctor Strange, Henry Cavill as Adam Warlock, and Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man.
Okay. I'm game for
That's
that.
actually
I'm
a
game for that.
really solid cast of like people and actors, and I think they would probably kill it. And I would love to see that because it seems like that would be a more mature Illuminati, if you know what I mean. And Eric
Mm.
Benet is Grey Hulk or Banner.
Yeah, I'd be down for that. But yeah, I mean that's kind of how I'm feeling. I'm feeling like a 4. You're saying a 5. I think regardless, I think this is going to be one of our favorite movies.
It's probably going to meet us in the middle.
Yeah, we'll probably meet in the middle.
Ooh, of the year, you think?
I think it might be one of our favorites.
I
of the
think
year.
so. No, I agree. Bro.
You know, I think it'll be up there with.
This is gonna be like the Northman and Everywhere All at Once in one movie. Like, and like that's literally what we need.
Both those movies,
and that is literally what we.
By the way, did any of you guys see The Northman? Oh, incredible! You guys have to watch it.
That is what we need from cinema right now. Like, that's all I'm gonna say is we need more of that in cinema. Like, we do not need another whodunit movie. Yeah. Give us more of the
like if you're into Wheel of Time, that type of stuff, check out
Vikings, Norse
Lord
mythology.
Of the Rings. You have to.
Yeah, that movie is. But I'm not gonna lie. What Mary Sue just said is one of my reasons why I would put it like at a 4.5 between 5.
That's
is because the length of this movie
rating it.
It's gonna hurt us the same way we were just brutally done dirty with how good Moon Knight season finale was and how short it was.
Yeah.
One of the shortest episodes of the series. I went back and watched. Episode 1 was in the 40-minute range. Every single episode until the finale was 50 minutes, and then the finale was 40-minute range as well. Furious. Every single in between
20 minutes. Like,
and that was just because it was so damn good that it was like so much action just packed just back to back. And like I think you said this earlier, that's kind of how I feel about this movie, is that it's going to be like a mini Avengers movie, like Avengers 0.5 type of thing. I know it's not going to be a full-blown Avengers movie, but I do know that, you know, we need this to be a lot. We just need this to be a lot in a way, because it's pertaining to the multiverse.
Yeah.
If you understand what I mean by that. You know what I mean? Like, man, I don't know. But I'm like, we just need this movie to hit a certain, not even just a mark when it comes to action, but dialogue and the lore of what's actually going on in behind the scenes. Because what we know is not a lot yet. So we need some oomph in there, you know?
Yeah.
But
yeah, man. I think that's about all I got as well. Before we head out, real quick, you guys can now purchase Marvel Bro merch by visiting our website at www.marvelbros.com. That's MRVLbros.com. And, you know, don't forget to tag us on social media so that way we can see how you guys represent the superfan. You know, we appreciate it. That's also another way you guys can support the channel by getting some merch. You know?
Yeah, that's a fact. That is a fact. And make sure you guys check out all that stuff. You see Demonic in the chat with his beautiful green name with baby Groot next to him, flashing those lovely Marvel Bros emotes in the chat. Love it, man. Love it. Much love to you, my guy. I hope you're having a good one today. But if you guys have any final thoughts, let us know for sure. I see Comic Society is saying, I don't care about the length. They're going to go right into it. I feel like they're going to get right into it as well. But overall, we need a certain level of like just communication of, hey, this is this and this is this. And I would like it to be given to us by Professor X, because that would be freaking beautiful to just give just Patrick Stewart just explaining the freaking multiverse to us. Like, oh my gosh, my heart is warming right now. Yeah. It is warming indeed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I thought I had. Oh, Last thing, for real, last thing. What do you think is our post-credit scene?
No idea.
Yeah. What do you think is our post-credit scene, bro?
If anything, maybe our first look at Fantastic Four. Blade,
Ooh, okay.
maybe. Now that like because we were actually talking about Fantastic Four, but maybe that's where we
Mm-hmm.
actually see our first remnants of Fantastic Four. Maybe like they're like on their end, and all of a sudden, they're experimenting with the multiverse themselves, and the portal opens or something, and they kind of see what's happening within in the movie. You know,
Ooh.
and they're like, "Oh my god, is that? Yo, I thought he died." Like so. How cool that'd be.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
that would be amazing. I mean, I know, like, I know I'm getting my hopes up with this, but I'm just gonna say what I want for my post credit scene, and then I'll say what I think we'll get. I want, I want Thanos at the end of of Age of Ultron. I'll just do it myself type of vibe, but it's King the Conqueror. I need
Yeah,
that type of. That's kind of what I need from
yeah,
Kang. I need to see some Kang, and I need to feel like holy, like he's sitting like with monitors in front of him, like the dude from the Matrix. You know what I mean? And he's just watching all of these different things play out
yeah,
on the screen or something. Very similar to the one of He Who Remains, but instead of being like that, he's just more tech on the tech side of everything, and he's
yeah,
just like Iron Man, just standing there looking at just stuff flying by him or something, and he like knows all about the Illuminati and about Doctor Strange, and he's like, it's like, is everything going good, sir? And he's like, yeah, you know what I mean? And you just see him like look or something. Like, I just need something crazy like that. I
yeah.
know it's not gonna be what we get. I know, and I'm safe. I'm safe to be, I'm safe with that. I'm okay with that. And then what I think we'll get is something like Scarlet Witch and Cathan. I don't know. Like, I just feel like
Okay.
Scarlet Witch is, we haven't seen, it's like this isn't the last of her. So I feel like
Yeah,
she'll be the evil villain post credit scene type of thing, the same way she had it in like WandaVision. But
yeah.
it'd be something even more next level than that. Maybe her with her kids or something like that, and
Okay.
or something on the lines of that. But I feel like Wanda being like villainous in some type of way is a good way to end it
Okay. Okay.
and be, yeah, exactly, Comic Society, like, yo, the multiverse saga is here. Like, that's what I want from this
Another
movie
$500.
and the trailer.
Yeah, because I think the
That
entirety of the Infinity Saga on 4K with like the book and everything, I think that
Mhm.
Disney charged like 500 something bucks
Yeah,
for like the
facts.
whole box or whatever.
And I definitely would have got it if I could have at the time.
Yeah,
Let,
I
I'm
probably
definitely
would
there for
have
the
too.
next one. Yeah, exactly. Um, but no, that's exact. Like, this comment right here, bro, is like, it embodies what I want from this movie. Is the multiverse saga is here. That's really, really what I want. Like,
Yeah.
Loki kind of like solidified. Hey, what's up with the Vito? My man said, we here
How's it
showing
going?
love from the Vito Koi Pond stream. Much love to you, bro. Shout out to the Vito tuning in with us on Twitch. We appreciate you, brother. But yes, man, the multiverse saga is here. That's what I need to see. That's what I need to hear.
Yeah.
That's what I just need this movie to be like. I need to hear multiverse so many times in this movie that I can't count the number of it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, I know I'm being like obnoxious with it, but that's what I want. I want it in our face. Like, hey, you nerds, this is what you wanted. Well, here, take it, love it. Like, that's what I want, bro. That's what I want, 100%. I don't know how much of that we're gonna get, but just thinking about what Doctor Strange 1 did for us when he was like
Yeah.
breaking through everything and experiencing so many different dimensions, and like, it was just crazy, and we never expected that. And now we're gonna do that again on LSD. Like, I'm ready, bro. I'm ready.
Yo.
I'm ready. I'm so ready.
But
But
yeah,
yeah. I just yep, that's it.
that's about it. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for being a part of the stream. It was actually really awesome getting to talk about this. Get
Mhm.
excited for tomorrow. And again, before we head out, Please make sure to follow us on all of our social medias at Marvel Bros on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and our YouTube channel, where we post all of our content and much more.
That is right. And make sure you guys join our Discord and check out our website at www.marvelbros.com so you can stay up to date with all of our news, as well as purchase some merchandise so you can represent the super fam. Show some love. We really appreciate you guys. If you do get some merch, make sure you tag us on social media at Marvel Bros. You already know how it goes. Just let us know that you're representing the fam and you're showing some love and all of that good stuff. One last note is, I know we definitely forgot to say this, but May the 4th be with you. Happy Star Wars Day, everybody.
Happy Star Wars Day, guys.
We could probably talk about Star Wars for another hour, but we won't. This is strictly dedicated to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So maybe you guys will be getting something Star Wars like that from us soon. But we are super juiced. Hope everyone sees the movie, and you guys are back here tomorrow night, because that is when we will be talking about the movie, yo. So tomorrow night, we will probably be full spoilers ahead. Like, you're not going to be able to be in the chat if you haven't seen the movie, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be one of those ones to where it's like, there's no way we can do 15 minutes of unspoileriness, because we're going to be so hyped up and just straight juiced. Like we just took a steroid shot. You know what I mean? So I'm prepared. So thanks for everybody for tuning in with us once again. Oh my goodness, my bad. Much love to you guys, and we hope to see you guys on the next episode of Marvel Bros. We love you. Excelsior.
Peace. To support Marvel Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.marvelbros.com and buy some merch. Represent the superfan.
Or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties.
We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one.
Excelsior.
On today's pop culture news update.